Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, we are from
B Group
English
Class A.
In this video, we will talk about adverb clause. Firstly, let's know each other with the member.
My name is Halimatul Hanafiyah and my student number 059.
My name is Chandri Suprihatina Shanti with student number 057.
My name is Olivia Yulianto with student number 051.
My name is Naila Hafid with student number 044.
My name Nur Hadiansa and my student number 038.
My name is Nur Esa and my student number 066.
My name is Muhammad Syukur Inam, the student number 034.
My name is Atika Wasimatul Huria, my study number 052.
My name is Titania Vega Hermanto, my study number is 69.
My name is Zukia Wardah with study number 021.
My name is Fadila Ramadhani, student number 077.
Happy watching.
Hello, my name is Nur Hardiansa and my student number is 38. I will explain here what an adverb clause is. An adverb clause is a group of words that function as a verb, which means that the clause describes or modifies a verb, adjective, or other adverb. An adverb clause functions as a modifier or explanation for a verb is a sentence. This adverb clause is usually preceded by a subordinate conjunction. A subordinate conjunction is a word or phrase that is useful for connecting dependent clause and independent clause. Dan untuk rumus adverb sendiri yaitu subordinate conjunction plus subject plus verb. Jadi, klausa adverb clause adalah sekelompok kata yang berfungsi sebagai kata keterangan, yang artinya klausa tersebut mendeskripsikan atau memodifikasi suatu kata kerja, kata sifat, atau kata keterangan lainnya. Example, you were sleeping when she arrived, or art students should visit Paris because it has excellent art museum. Dan jenis-jenis adverb clause yaitu adverb clause of time, adverb clause of place, adverb clause of condition, adverb clause of manner, adverb clause of reason, adverb clause of effect, adverb clause of comparison, adverb clause of contrast.
There are various types of adverb clauses, whose text will give a different meanings. First is adverb clauses of time. This adverb explains when an event happens. Usually the conjunction used are when is for a specific time, after for later, while for at the same time, before for the earlier, since from the time, until is for up to the time, as is for at the same time, as soon as is for soon after. The example is the man hunted game while the woman gathered plants. While in here is explained the two different events happen at the same time.
Okay, hello, my name is Fadila Ramadhani, student number is 077. Now I will explain about place clause. place clause is adverbs that change or qualify the meaning of a sentence by telling us where things happen. The answer of the question from this place clause is where. And then the place subordinate is where, wherever, everywhere, and anywhere. For the example is, first, for the where, the subordinate where is I signed my name where he showed me. 2. For the wherever example is I pay by credit card wherever I can. The third, he got chocolate wherever he go. The last is anywhere you go, you can see fireworks. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
I will explain about reason clause. Reason clause is when we want to explain the reason why something happens or why someone did something. If you want to use a reason clause, there are several conjunctions you can use, like because, as, since, because of, due to, owing to, as a result of, and on account of. The example is, because he was hungry, he ate sandwich. Since she had studied hard, she ate the exam. As the traffic was heavy, we were late for the meeting. For it was her birthday, we threw her a surprise party. Reason clause provide context and reason that support the action in the main clause. They help readers or listeners to understand why something happened or why a decision was made.
Baik, kali ini kita bakal belajar mengenai result clauses. Apa sih result clauses itu? Result clauses are grammatical structure used to express the result or consequence of a specific action or condition. Jadi, secara garis besar, result clauses adalah klausa yang digunakan untuk menjelaskan konsekuensi suatu kegiatan. Nah, tujuan result clauses sendiri adalah yang pertama, hasil tindakan. Jadi, result clauses menjelaskan tentang apa yang terjadi sebagai hasil langsung dari tindakan yang dijelaskan dalam klausa yang pertama. Kemudian, efek atau konsekuensi. Klausa menggambarkan efek atau konsekuensi dari tindakan tertentu. Kemudian, reaksi atau tanggapan. Result clauses dapat digunakan untuk menyampaikan reaksi atau tanggapan terhadap situasi atau peristiwa. Kemudian ada perubahan keadaan. Result clauses digunakan untuk menjelaskan perubahan dalam situasi atau keadaan sebagai akibat dari suatu tindakan. Terakhir ada kausalitas yang menunjukkan hubungan sebab akibat antara tindakan dalam klausa utama dan hasilnya. Ada beberapa subordinating yang digunakan untuk mendeteksi result clauses. Yang pertama ada so plus adjective atau adverb dan that. Kemudian ada such an, nouns, that. Kemudian so much atau many plus noun plus that. Kemudian ada so little atau few plus noun plus that. Ada beberapa contoh yang bisa dilihat di sini. Yang pertama ada the food at the restaurant was so delicious that we order seconds. Itu untuk contoh yang so, adverb, adjective, dan that. Kemudian ada it was such a beautiful day that we decided to have a picnic in the park. Itu untuk contoh yang such an. Kemudian ada I have so much work that I will be working late tonight. Itu untuk contoh yang much. Terus ada we have so little money that we need to budget carefully. Untuk yang so little atau few. Perbedaan dari penggunaan subordinating tadi adalah untuk so plus adjective atau adverb plus that, pola ini digunakan untuk mengekspresikan tingkat ekstrim atau intensitas dalam kalimat. Kemudian untuk such an digunakan untuk menyatakan pengandaian. Kemudian untuk so much atau money plus noun plus that digunakan untuk menggambarkan jumlah yang besar atau intensitas yang tinggi. Kemudian so plus little atau few plus noun plus that. Pola ini digunakan untuk menggambarkan jumlah yang sangat sedikit atau intensitas yang lebih minim.
Clause, also known as if clause, are part of sentence used to express condition or situation that must occur for another event to take place. They often contain the word if and links to parts of sentence, the condition as if clause, and the result as of main clause. For example, if Sunny will go to the beach, part of condition is if it's sunny, and part of result will go to the beach.
Okay, now I want to explain about purpose clause. Purpose clause are words that express the reason or an aim target of an action. A purpose clause is a simple statement of intent that appears at the beginning of a part or subpart either as stand-alone section or as part of another section. The purpose clause is used to help the reader interpret the regulation. In purpose clause, you can use conjunction or so that, in order to, and for. For example, many people join this project in order to the project will be finished soon, and farmers use chemical pesticides so that they can get higher crop yields.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Salifia Yulianto, study number 51. Here I will explain about contrast clause. Contrast clause are a type of clause used to express difference, contrast, or exception in a sentence. This clause is often used to show the difference between two parts or elements in a sentence. This clause often begins with words like although, while, despite, and so on. For example, he worked hard even though he didn't receive a promotion. And when it rains, I run. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Shukronin and my study number is 34. Here I will answer the question about what is the main concept of this material. The main concept of this material is an explanation of adverb clauses and their kind, meaning, and function. So, an adverb clause is a type of clauses that acts as an adverb in a sentence, providing additional information about how, why, when, where, or to what extent an action occurred. There are several types of clauses: place clauses, reason clauses, result clauses, conditional clauses, purpose clauses, and contrast clauses.
Okay, now I will answer this question. Question B. What is the most important thing about the materials and why? The answer is the most important materials is an adverb clause because adverb clause is a dependent clause that functions as an adverb. It can tell why, when, how long, how often, how far, and for what purpose something happened.
After studying the adverb clauses material, what can be practiced is how to use adverb clauses as additional information or to clarify as a sentence.
Okay, that's all from us.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.